The first drive will start at the 25.
They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw.
They'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Dolphins at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left. Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and
2. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw again. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From way up at the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At the 34. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing Jones.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 now.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
35 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From way up at the 23. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Running left, here's Edmonds. And he's got room.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.